Greetings from California.
And greetings from New York. So we were off for a week. Like, how are you?
Oh, I'm good.
What's going on in San Francisco?
Well, I fortunately healed from my scratched cornea.
Yes.
And
Look, I didn't even notice it wasn't on your face, like the eye patch. Oh my God. Like I was talking to him, y'all, for like 10 minutes and didn't even realize it. I'm such a bad friend.
no, you just didn't see it.
Okay, well, that's great.
I'm trying to get over my old man by getting under a new one.
I love it.
Valentine's Day's coming up.
I totally forgot about that holiday. I am looking forward to my trip to Napa and San Francisco. I am not worried about Valentine's Day.
Well, I can't wait to see you. And hopefully I will have someone to spend my Valentine's Day with. And I think I met him the other day.
Oh, well, I'm going to enjoy being, high that day. Hopefully it's on a Friday too. I could take myself out to dinner or something like that.
True.
Oh, I also want to thank everyone, for the Watch What Happens live appearance that I did with Mia, and I asked her that question. I appreciate the kind words, and hopefully that's not my last time on TV. Like, it was fun.
It will be your first of many appearances. And speaking of Mia and Housewives of Potomac, Juan Dixon isn't there right now because he's with his girlfriend, Robyn.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I could see why Juan would want a girlfriend in a marriage to Rob Dixon, because Juan seems like he likes feminine energy. And I don't know if Rob can give that.
It's not like the Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert relationship. Like, those are two verse tops. Like Iman, he likes him a little bit of masculine energy. That's a perfect relationship. But Juan and Robyn, it's different.
It's dutiful.
So I heard, I think I saw the TikTok. The girl didn't send it to Bravo, but she sent it to some
she sent it to Giorgio Speaks.
Okay, I haven't heard of him, but yeah, I saw it. Like, she has like the hotel receipts. I think a text message, just very sloppy. And she said that Robyn knows about her.
I mean, Robyn's the one paying for the hotels with her cap coin.
Her cap coin.
The embezzled, or I'm sorry, the embellished.
Yes, I was like, wait, embezzle? Yeah, like, she said that Robyn knew about her. She just was like, she just didn't want her to go public with her or anything like that. Just don't embarrass me. And there's a lot of relationships like that. Like, do what you do, but don't embarrass me. Like, I think Chloe has that same relationship.
But Chloe stays embarrassed.
Right. She has a fetish for embarrassment, though.
Exactly. She loves it. Well, Ashley and Michael. Ashley didn't mind Michael stepping out until it was public.
That's true.
I mean, Karen and Ray. I think Ray knows Karen stepping out. I think there are too many of these rumors about her and Blue Eyes and Firemen for them not to be true. Something about that is true. I could see him not caring.
Well, for that relationship, I don't think it's Ray stepping out on Karen. I think it's vice versa. Like, Ray,
that's what I meant to say.
Okay. Like, Ray, he just want to, like, enjoy his final years. That's no shade. That's no shade. And maybe downstairs ain't working. And he's like, you know what, Karen, you have my blessing.
I could see that.
And Giselle always like to hint on it.
Giselle needs to hit on somebody that's actually interested in her.
Karen was getting her together in that episode. Pipe down, thou without a man. Or you're nowhere near an altar. That one took me out.
Ooh, I love when Karen said, now what is fake is this marriage.
Yes. And then, Robyn came right back. She had a big joker in her hand. And she was like, oh, here's Blue Eyes, y'all. Here's Blue Eyes, y'all. Y'all want to see him? Didn't let Karen see. And then Karen was like, oh, okay. So now I've been protecting Juan. And allegedly, Juan is the person that I guess, touched her or squeezed her inappropriately and she felt uncomfortable. You didn't see that episode yet?
No.
Oh, sir.
Whoa.
Oh,
I had no idea. It was Juan?
it was Juan. Yeah, go and look at the episode and y'all look forward to his review because I'm gonna look forward to it as well for him to like catch up. You know, Alex is a busy man. That's why I had to ask him to schedule in San Francisco.
Oh my God. It was Juan. Wow.
Yeah, well, I won't spoil it for you, but I'm sure that you did see the reunion looks.
I did see the reunion looks, and blue is my favorite color, and none of them really did blue justice.
Blue is my favorite color as well. There were 2 looks out of the 9 that I liked.
And they were?
Okay, so my top 2 was Wendy and Karen.
I would say my top 1 is Wendy, and I guess my number 2 would be Jacqueline.
Really? I thought it was just like, it was a little basic dress. It's one of those dresses you would see on, you know what I'm talking about, on 36th and 6th Avenue.
Yes.
Right in the window.
A little quinceañera.
A smidge.
I felt like everyone was giving a little quinceañera with this look.
Well, also, before I continue, me and Maddie Rance actually did a joint review of the looks. By the time this is up, y'all, it should be up on my channel if y'all want to look at it. But a lot of people were saying they loved Candace's look, and I was like, wait a minute. If you look closer, and also as you're watching the dress move in the video clip, that dress looks unfinished. Like, it just looks like a panel dress, and someone just stuck ostrich feathers on there, like glued it or stapled it. It looks unfinished. Now, if it was just the blue ostrich feathers, like the dress, that would have been a showstopper. And y'all know I can't stand Candace, but I do like to give her props when it's warranted.
Only when it's warranted.
Yes. Who was your worst dressed?
Giselle. Those rhinestones over spandex. Really? Then she had a split in the dress, but the way she's hiding them ankles, it's like just go on and wear something floor length. If you want to hide your ankles, go on and hide them.
Well, she hid those hands in that neck.
Oh, yes. So cover all the way up.
I will say, though, it was an almost for Giselle. Like a lot of people were saying that it looks better on someone else. And I agree with that. Like, it's still a tacky dress, but look what someone did. I'm gonna see if you can see it.
They put Karen's face on her dress. Ew, it does look better on Karen.
Right, but it's still tacky.
It's still tacky, but Karen can carry it better. That is crazy.
Look at that, y'all. Like, crazy. But yeah, Karen was like, she keeps nailing it on the reunions. She got body, yaddy, yaddy.
Karen has been nailing it for the past 4 seasons. She is snatched. Charisse, oh God, that hair. It was just so much cheap hair. I just don't understand why.
It was Dejanay from the Proud Family for me.
I can't unsee it now.
And Ashley was my worst dressed, actually.
Really? That dress to me was an advertisement. It's letting everyone know she's hot and ready.
That bodice looked like, in elementary school where you would take the little tabs off the soda cans and then just keep gluing them. It looks like a bunch of like soda can tabs.
Oh my God. I also now cannot unsee that.
But I will commend them, like I was saying in my review, that unlike other franchises where like Beverly Hills or Salt Lake City, like they're all like so different to the point where like it doesn't seem cohesive. At least they were all wearing different shades of blue. It was like everyone was like at least trying to get the assignment right.
They tried, but they didn't succeed.
Right. So they also filmed the Miami reunion today. Well, no, yesterday in New York. Did you see the seating arrangement?
No, I haven't seen the seating arrangement yet.
So the seating arrangement, I had a problem with it. So they put Gertie on the very end behind Adriana, who's like a friend of the show. I've never seen that before.
That is very odd.
They have the two black women on the end. Just the optics of it. Like I get it, Kiki, like I expected her to be on the end, but not Gertie, like behind Adriana. It's just a little disrespectful to me.
I feel like Gertie definitely gave more.
Yeah. But they've been delivering straight fire, so make sure you look at the episode. What are you watching on TV these days? Are you watching any movies you've seen? Or
I'm looking forward to seeing Knives Out. I heard so many good things about Janelle Monáe. I've been watching a lot of TikTok. I've been watching Giorgio Speaks, Kempire, the lady that says, everybody's so creative. That's really what I've been into. And I also got to see a few glimpses of Beyonce's concert in Dubai.
yeah, I saw it. You had the ladies in Dubai, like from the Real Housewives of Dubai. They were all just like, who had the best Beyonce experience? Like, you have Chanel Ayan, who's like, hobnobbing with celebrities. She actually met Jay-Z. And then you have like Brooks, who's like, oh, well, Beyonce used my girls from the Glass House. And they were all there. She delivered the show. Like, I can't wait. I was so glad she did not perform anything from Renaissance. I am very petty. I was like, yeah, okay, thank you. Because I would have been really mad.
I was watching it and I was like, this is an amazing performance. It definitely looked worth $24 million. And I was sad that there wasn't anything new. I was like, okay, these are the hits, but where's the, you won't break my soul. She wouldn't give us an inch. Not an inch. She said, you will wait.
And speaking of inches, like, did you see that kitten heel she was wearing? She's recovering from foot surgery.
Well, that's why.
Yeah.
I just thought at our age, it's time to put the stilettos away.
Oh, no. Everyone's talking about that run that she had when she was being lifted in the air. Like, that mic was on.
She is an amazing vocalist and one of the best performers that steals songs from other people.
See, you just could not help yourself.
To tell the truth, you're right. I can't.
No fabrications, but you know what? You won't break my soul. And speaking of which, a little birdie told me, y'all, get your coins together next week. Allegedly, she is announcing the tour either on the 30th or the 31st. That is the tea that I got, but we shall see, because I really want to say, I told you so. Told you so.
Why would she do that by the 1st? She should put those tickets out on the 15th. She knows she's snatching rent money and car payments the 30th or the 31st. She's like, I'm gonna drop them right before y'all get paid.
Well, it is a summer tour, so she does need to have it at least spaced out. I'm thinking that I want to see her overseas. The United States right now, with the whole Taylor Swift fiasco, gonna be charging thousands of dollars. So I might want to see it in Paris or the UK.
That is so sad that Ticketmaster has ruined going to concerts to the point where you're going to another country to get tickets to see someone.
Right.
The fact that you're like, well, if I really want to see her, it'd be easier in Paris. Even though I live in New York, let me just take a 5-hour flight right quick. We need to fix Ticketmaster. Since Ticketmaster is defeating us, here's a headline that confuses me. Young Thug looks tired and defeated while in court for a RICO case. What else would you be other than tired and defeated if you're in court for a RICO case? Who sits in the defense table and smiles and is like, oh, yay, it's a great thing? Who does that? Of course he's freaking out because everybody's turned state evidence against him.
Did you see that footage where someone handed him a Percocet in the courtroom?
Yes.
How did that happen?
That was one of his co-defendants.
How?
Literally, the bailiff saw him and just snatched it. Why?
I don't get it. Maybe to calm him down or something. What was the reason?
It seemed almost strategic because it was so public.
I don't know. I'm not sure if he was charged for that or anything or reprimanded.
Well, because it was just handed to him, he's probably not going to get charged with it because someone literally just handed it to him and then it was taken. So they can't say, oh, well, you bought this in the courtroom when it was just given to him. But I'm sure it's not good for the co-defendant who had it. And why are y'all letting everybody know you have contraband? Why don't you keep it secret?
Right. Niggatry. I feel like we're light on court cases this week.
Well, everybody's already gone to jail. Jen Shaw, Todd Chrisley, his wife.
Well, I mean, we still got Tory Lanez.
Oh yeah. When is his sentencing?
They delayed it to February.
Okay.
And Jen Shaw doesn't go to jail until I think the 15th.
Damn. Going to jail for 6.5 years at 50. Well, 54.
Speaking of which, I don't give a fuck about the reunion at all. I'm gonna wait till they air all three to review it.
I mean, there's nothing to reunite about. Jen's gone to jail. She lied all season. Nobody else had a plot line. What did Meredith do? Nothing. Heather, we don't care about your book. Whitney, happy you're dealing with your trauma, but you and Heather's fight is boring. None of them have anything going on. The friends of the show aren't that interesting. I don't need Angie K, Angie H, Angie B, C, D. There's nothing there.
They called Jen on speakerphone on part one because Meredith, like, I guess needed some information from her. I don't know.
They called her on speakerphone, and did we hear this is a collect call from an inmate in the Southern District?
No, she answered.
Oh, that's right, because she's not in jail yet, so she can still dial direct.
Well, in some good news, the Oscar nominations came out, and Angela Bassett, she got her nomination for Best Supporting for Wakanda Forever.
She better win. And she really should have won for What's Love Got to Do with It. They're going to give her this one, not that she didn't earn it, but this is going to be okay, well, we owed you last time, so we going to give it to you this time. They did the same thing with Whoopi Goldberg.
Well, I gotta say, and no one flagged me for this, but I'm happy for her. I think this is her courtesy. Well, I don't even want to call it a courtesy Oscar. It's the Oscar that she's owed. But there were some other performances, and I stress Black Twitter and a Black audience going to see Everything Everywhere All at Once. Because Stephanie Hsu and Jamie Lee Curtis, like, they had some stellar performances. And low key, if they win, I wouldn't be mad. Like, it would be kind of bittersweet, but if you see Stephanie's performance, the whole entire movie, like Angela Bassett, she gave it, but Stephanie did a good job too. I just don't want anybody to like send hate to that girl and be like, how the fuck did she win? No, like, she gave a really good performance.
And it's another woman of color.
Yeah. A lot of people are mad about the Woman King though. Like, Viola Davis wasn't nominated for Best Actress. And it wasn't nominated for Best Movie or Best Director.
Oh, a complete snub.
Yeah.
Well, the Oscars rarely get it right, so I'm not surprised. I'm so used to our art being overlooked.
I mean, just like the Grammys, they're having trouble trying to find performers.
Do the Grammys mean anything anymore?
I mean, they should probably get rid of all award shows.
I only care about getting I do want an Emmy, and I want an NAACP award.
I would love an NAACP award. And what is it called? Like a Webby or something?
Yes, a Webby.
I would love that too. But what I was talking about with the Grammys having trouble finding performers, like Beyonce's not performing, Taylor Swift isn't performing. It was someone else too. Adele, she might not even go. Adele or Beyonce might not even go, and they're like the front runners for album of the year. So far, they have Bad Bunny, who is, I would say that's a big name, but they have Lizzo, who, of course, she's going to say yes. Mary J. Blige, I'm not excited about it. It's just, I want to see if Beyonce win. That's it. That's the only reason I'm going to watch the Grammys.
You're going to watch her win and she's not even going.
And that's fine, because they've been playing in her fucking face for too damn long.
You're like, I can tell you the 16 Grammys that she was supposed to win.
Right.
Over the 32 that she has.
It's like, yeah, they will give her the Grammys for, like, the the category, but when it comes to overall, that's where she gets snubbed.
Oh, she's never gotten best album?
No. She's only won once in one of the big four, and that was for I want to say it was either record or song. It was for Single Ladies. The rest were for other categories.
Really?
Yeah, because the top four, those are the big ones because it's like just it's overall.
And she's never won any of those.
She's never won. Well, best new artist is kind of tricky with that one, but she only won Song of the Year, and that's it. But she's been nominated for Album of the Year. I think I want to say this is her fourth time. Self-titled, I Am, Lemonade, and Renaissance.
Wow. That's a lot of nominations and no wins. And I thought Matthew just wrote them a check to give her Grammys.
Matthew ain't that powerful.
No, otherwise he could have kept Destiny's Child together. So Amy Robach and TJ Holmes are out at Good Morning America.
Damn.
I mean, I couldn't imagine working that hard, getting that type of position and messing it up over some office coitus.
Yeah, like, well, first I'm gonna start with TJ Holmes. Like, I love TJ Holmes. He was like my biggest crush for like so long when I used to live in Atlanta. I used to see him all the time at my job. I actually met him through a friend when I went to GMA. And I'm just like, damn, you going out like that? And it's just like men like that, they always let their dicks get them into trouble. And then I think what really like hurt him was he was messing around with everybody. And then Amy thinking that she was the only one. And now she's saying, oh, I was blindsided. I thought she was going to put out her white woman card, but they throwing her out too, it looks like.
I could see why they're both leaving, because if they fire her and not him or him and not her, it would look very odd. However, I've learned one thing in life, that like attracts like. I think Amy might have been sleeping around the office too, but men aren't going to tell on her.
That's true.
The women will come out of the woodwork about a man. They never come out of the woodwork about women.
Well, this is what the article says. Essentially, they were told the journalists have not yet signed on the dotted line, but an exit agreement is in the works and will happen imminently. Sources close to ABC told TMZ Friday, after an extremely contentious mediation, the station and its anchors have decided to cut ties. Both Robach, 49, and Holmes, 45, will reportedly receive contract payouts. They said unless ABC reaches a satisfactory departure agreement with both Amy and TJ, they would both be looking at filing lawsuits against the network.
I mean, remember when they fired Megyn Kelly and they had to pay her like $70 million? That's probably what will happen.
Take the money and run, I guess. Like, this was, at first, it was just a consensual thing between people that were on the same level. And, you know, the court of public opinion, you know, with TJ Holmes, and I think they both were in marriages.
Yes.
But then, you know, I guess digging deeper, they found some other stuff on him. And then I think they said something about her as well. It is what it is. They're going to get a payout, I think.
They'll get a payout, and in 2 years' time, they'll be on another network or leading a YouTube show, and they'll be fine. They're both rich, and they're going to stay rich.
Yeah, Amy is going to be on another news platform. TJ Holmes, he might be on BET Plus or
Zeus.
Well, Zeus ain't that credible to have any type of news on their network.
He could start hosting reunions for Joseline's Cabaret.
That would be a fall from grace.
I mean, when Mark Lamont Hill hosted the Basketball Wives reunion, I was like,
Look, I was literally about to say that's immediately who I thought of. I have a question for you. If Zeus presented you a check, would you have a show on their network?
I would never take a check from Zeus because it would bounce. I would be afraid their check would bounce, so it would have to be cash.
Cashier's check.
No, cash, not even a cashier's check. I know by the time I get to the bank, it would bounce. Or they would just write up a fake cashier's check.
A Zelle payment.
Cash. I would be afraid of Zelle because they would say, oh, well, we didn't actually mean to pay you. And I would be charged with theft. Cash. Cash in a Louis Vuitton bag.
A Louis Vuitton briefcase. How about that?
No, I want it to be the Louis Vuitton duffel, the 36 centimeter, because you can fit $157,000 in there. Not that I would know.
Gotcha. But you would have a Zeus show if if they paid cash money.
Cash money. Yeah. 20,000 an episode. I'm all yours.
Can Zeus pay me enough to have a show on there, like a pop roast? Like, what if they came to us and said, "Oh, we would give pop roast
$20,000 an episode."
I would take 10.
No, we're getting 20,000 each an episode.
I would take 10. I mean, hell,
I'd do it for 10. Hell, I'd do it for 5.
Hey, they watching. Somebody at Zeus watches our show. They need
Really?
some. You don't know. You never know who watches our show.
That is true. Well, if anybody is at Zeus or All Black or BET Plus and y'all want us on, we need 10 an episode.
Cash.
And speaking of money, Chris Brown reportedly owes $4 million in back taxes. Debt news. Now, I've always heard he was very smart with his money, and he literally just built a department store-sized closet for his wardrobe.
Mostly with rich people, I feel like they wait till the IRS give them like a bill or something, or wait till it makes headline news, because he has the money. He just had like a sold out tour in Europe. Like, he has $4 million.
True.
So it's nothing. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing because I'm assuming somebody of his wealth would have like somebody, taking care of his finances, or an accountant.
You know what? It's probably his accountant that just didn't send it in. And he has so many streams of income, I could see him not being able to keep track.
But when it gets over $1 million, you think they would say something, but $4 million?
That's almost like 2 years worth.
Like, you remember, was it Mary J. Blige that owed a lot? It was somebody.
Mary J. Blige owed a lot because Kendu was running her business into the ground.
Gotcha. Got to pay those taxes. Oh, you know what else I started watching? I started watching Bling Empire New York. There's a New York version, and I like it.
I heard about that. I'm going to have to peep at it, aren't I? Because Bling Empire, the second season, really disappointed me. It just wasn't that interesting. The first one I loved, so I'll see the New York cast.
Yeah, like Bling Empire, the original one, they're on their 3rd season. But Dorothy Wang, the one that was from Rich Kids of Beverly Hills, like, she's the star of Bling Empire New York. It's pretty funny. Like, she's getting adjusted from moving from LA to New York. They got some money there, billionaires.
Yeah, they have frightening money. They have life-threatening money. They have world-building money.
Like, the drama mostly is, oh my God, is my parents going to cut me off? Are they going to cut me off?
And even if they cut you off, you can just sell half of your jewelry collection and still be worth more than everyone's life.
Right. I mean, there was this one scene where this guy was just taking the girl to some jewelry store, and they bought like millions of dollars worth of jewelry.
Oh, I wish that could be.
Like, just emerald, like she had emeralds this big around her neck.
I dream of that kind of jewelry. I want to have the click-clack bracelets, the Hermes cuff, and then 4 Cartier love bracelets, all in different colors with different stones. And I want a good, decent engagement ring, but a sapphire, not a diamond, but the sapphire is going to be very large. I want it to be something that Elizabeth Taylor would say, that's gaudy. When my man gets me my ring, I'm going to tell him this: get me the biggest stone possible so that every other man in the room knows they can't compete with you.
You've thought about this.
You know the diamond that they dropped into the ocean in Titanic? Yeah, that's what I'm going to be wearing on my finger. It's going to literally not let me get things done. Like, it's just going to be something I wear for show. I'm not going to be able to type with it. It will be too heavy.
Speaking of love, are we talking about Krishan and Blueface?
No, because I don't make fun of domestic violence. And that situation is really sad. And I hope they both get the help that they need. They don't seem to be healthy together. So I wouldn't want to make a joke about that. It's just sad.
Well, the news is she's pregnant. He was denying it at first, but I think he finally just, copped to it.
He was denying it. She hasn't left his side in a year and a half, and he was denying it. If there's one thing a man will have, it's the audacity.
Right. I mean, I just feel sorry for the child.
I feel sorry for everybody involved. Neither one of them know how to regulate their emotions. Well, maybe the child will grow them up. We're going to wish them the best. I don't think the best will happen, but what the hell, I'll use a good wish on it.
Oh, Basketball Wives is returning.
Yes, we finally get to see British go to jail for fraud and felony tax evasion.
So you told me it was like a part 2, but it looks like they're marketing it as like an entirely new season.
Then they switched it up because when they ended, they were like, and this is the end of the first half of the season. I guess they took so long, they just said, look, we'll just call it season 11 and move on.
Right. I'm like, well, I guess I have something else to review. I guess I'm gonna review it, y'all.
I like to review things like that because I'll watch it so you don't have to. Like The Real Gaze of WeHo. And I think we were the only ones that watched that.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, like how you go from Drag Race, 700 and I think 80,000 viewers, and you shoot down to 168,000.
And that was only because they couldn't find their remotes. 168,000 people could not find their remotes. Maybe a few of them just had it on at a bar, so nobody was paying attention. I mean, I have never seen gay men move in such unison.
Since monkeypox.
Yes. We got it together for monkeypox, and I guess we're looking at WeHo as a pox on us as well, because this petition already has, 30,000 signatures that they not only are saying, bring back an hour and a half of Drag Race, which I'm like, no, I think an hour is good. But they want that show off the air, and they want it off now. I mean, Todrick, you really didn't know how much people hated you, but now you do. He can't feel good about himself in his rental.
And it's only 6 episodes.
We've got 5 more weeks of this because I know it's coming on tonight.
I totally forgot about it. I mean, when I tell you I was at a bar and they immediately cut it off.
It was a rush to the remote.
At 8:59, click. At some gay bars, they booed.
I saw on Twitter, and I saw a couple people saying, well, maybe we should give the show a chance. After the first episode, I was like, there's no reason to. It's not only filled with unlikable people, it's not well done. It's poorly produced.
It's boring.
It's a boring show with boring people. I think reality shows are going through a casting crisis right now. I think they've kind of run out of all of the good people to be on reality shows. The people with real money, they're like, no, I don't need that fame. I don't need people in my business. Leave me alone. The people that want to just be famous, a lot of them want to be famous, but they don't really need to be. Like, we're not discovering more Nene leaks.
So we're just getting like the posers and the desperate.
Yes, they're hitting the bottom of the barrel. It's like the dating pool. You're just scratching at the bottom at this point.
So Chloe Bailey, she just announced that her debut solo album will finally be coming. I think we have a date. It's set to arrive in March.
Well, that's smart. She's giving everybody some room, letting you know it's coming. And I want to know why her album is coming out before Normani's.
Normani doesn't have the proper backing. Also, I'm pretty sure that Chloe's going to open for Beyonce's tour.
Beyonce needs an opener?
It's like it's synergy because Chloe's under Beyonce's label.
Okay, that's true.
Her song came out last night, and unfortunately, I absolutely hate it.
Really?
It's called Pray It Away. It is 2 minutes and 36 seconds.
That's not a song, that's a ditty.
That's what these young folks keep doing now, like these
Oh
2 minute
my God.
songs.
2 minutes is not a song. That's a Janet Jackson interlude.
I don't get it, but some people love it, and I'm just like, you got to have like a devotion in order to like love anything someone puts out, even if it's terrible.
Like some people with Beyonce.
Oh, well, no, like there's a lot of songs that I don't like from Beyonce, starting with Black Parade. I don't like Spirit. I never want to hear Halo again. Um,
Me either.
that's one of the songs that you are guaranteed to hear from Beyonce.
Yep, she's doing that one at every concert. She loves to close with that.
And I did like shake her hand to that song, but even still, I still don't want to hear it.
Well, we have a lot of Super Bowl performances to look forward to, with Rihanna's Caterwaul and Sheryl Lee Ralph singing the Black National Anthem.
Looks like singing does put food on the table.
It does pay the bills for her. It paid a lot of her bills.
I'm just loving this resurgence. Like she is just having a year.
She's having a decade. I mean, she has been consistently working since Dreamgirls.
Good for her. Like I can't wait to see. I'm sure she's going to take advantage of every single second of that song.
She's going to eat it up, chew it up, and spit it out. And we'll actually be able to hear her, unlike Janet Jackson. And she'll be on key, unlike Rihanna. So at least there's something to look forward to. Because I'm happy to see Rihanna on stage, and she's got great party music, but we don't listen to her for a vocal.
All right. You will just not take your foot off of Janet's neck.
Even if my foot wasn't there, you still couldn't hear her.
And we're going to end it there, y'all. I will see y'all sooner than Giselle's taste.
And I'll see you sooner than Young Thug sees a good day in court.